Alright, here we go. Welcome back to the Agamemnon Game Review, Warlock Journal. Today's broadcast is being recorded on the 8th of September 2018. It's 10:17 p.m. Eastern Daylight Saving Time. The video was captured on the 28th of August 2018. This is part 3 of a 4-part video. Battle for Azeroth continues. We are following Lurch Manos, our Warlock. He's a Horde side. Forsaken Horde. Like eating the corpse. I've since learned if you kill someone in PvP, you can't eat their corpse. Such a sad state of affairs of the game. Who made that decision? If there's a Blizzard guy watching this, they need to change that. As a Forsaken, I feel if someone attacks me in PvP and I kill them, especially an Alliance guy, I should be able to eat their corpse. Just saying. Just saying. Continuing through this garden of Loa here. Somewhat interconnected with the Silverback story. We're coming through here because the thing said it's right around the corner, but they ended up being way off in a distance. The minimap was kind of lying to us. And, doesn't look like it now, but once we're on the path, it ends up being way off in a distance. Little this is tied into the silverback gorillas that we were hunting earlier. About it in not the video, I believe on the 27th. According to the map, we should be able to run into this little thing and we should see 2 silverback gorillas, which wasn't the case. Although those are 2 gorillas, they're not the ones that we're looking for. Not the gorillas we're looking for. So, venture back out. started hanging around here for a couple minutes, and then nothing was happening. We're in the spot that the mini-map is telling us to go to. But it turns out being utterly wrong. So it's clearly indicating that he's in a building of some type because he's grayed out, right? We're at the right elevation. So apparently we missed a place. There's no temple here. So I backtracked a little. There's a little inlet here, but there's no temple there. Right? Still, that's padded out for something.
You are too late. The blood of the Loa has been spilled.
Somebody else in there. And we gotta walk over there and kill that little spider dude.
Once I harness these new powers, you shall witness this empire's fall.
Believe it or not, all these spider stuff reminds me of Neverwinter. Spider Queen.
The Loa is strong here. Walk on the wild side.
What brings you before the Lord of the Hunt? Tell others of me.
Now we gotta cruise down south, take care of these wanted dudes. It's quite a journey, but it'll tie up this little area. Most times quests are really designed to help you explore the map. So it's one of the things that they tend to, if you're a quest person like me, you end up exploring the entire area just doing quest. Here's one of the guys we gotta get. That dude went down. Then we gotta cruise on down and get this other guy. He's way down there. I've been giving thought to going in because we're putting together a pretty comprehensive set of videos which covers in detail the battle for Azeroth on the Horde side. That thinking of adding some meaningful parts in the description of the video, which kind of acts as talking points for the video to help people like. I don't know. It seems I think people could figure it out on their own. The video is entertaining. Especially when you watch the entire mosaic together, it's pretty comprehensive.
They say you have the heir of the throne.
I have connections. I'm a big time player, that's right, big time.
May the Lord bring you fortune.
Went up here to see if there was a way over here. It looks like we had to backtrack to where that one camp was. Right there. Didn't turn out to be one, so I ended up going back down south. Following the main road back down south. But I needed to verify where this trail went here. For future posterity. Claim this land for the queen. Queen being Sylvanas. The Dark Queen. Or Banshee Queen. One thing I've noticed that's very interesting, if you watched Battle for Azeroth, where the Battle of Lordaeron, where the Alliance confront the Sylvanas in the throne room there, and she's talking with Illyria. Sylvanas has this sort of mid-range voice, you know, whereas her sister has a very deep, like, tone to her voice. You know? How can they be sisters but have so different voice sort of textures? Lyria sounds like she spent time in the South American jungles. She grew up, whereas Sylvanas doesn't have that quality in her voice. Here's the little trail. Gorilla Gorge. Properly named. Now we gotta fight our way back to this area. I was hoping to try to avoid a big fight, but doesn't look like we're having it. We are trekking our way through this little village to get to this, the queen there. So I'm trying to decide which way to go. Now I need to go up on that ravine there. I'm trying to find a path where I don't have to fight my way up. gives new meaning to slugging your way up the side of a mountain. We literally are slugging our way up. Well, the Void Walker is, anyway. Lesser creature. Please note that at this point we haven't done the waste of time quest yet, so I'm hoping we build our way to that, but most people I had observed doing it did it after they were level 120, so I hope we can still do that event. Because we're slower grinders than most people, it takes us a while to get to certain things. I noticed there are a lot of people sitting around with nothing to do now. They went and ran through the content so fast, now they have to sit around and wait. Well, those of us that took our time, we still got stuff to do. One thing I noticed with the war campaign is that the Horde has to do the initial grinding of resources so that everybody else can get new content. It isn't very clear how one gets war resources. I've since learned at 116 that there are treasure chests all around, and you just slowly have to acquire it through either quest that you do or a random chest that you find in it. There's no like plan around it. It's all randomly generated. If you're on a low populated server and there's not a lot of people grinding out war resources, then your ability to partake into the campaign will be seriously hindered. What if you're on a server where not a lot of people play one faction or the other? You won't be able to do the war campaign. One of the reasons why I did my grind on highly populated servers. It's one of the deciding factors why I started on Moonguard with this character. I knew that it was a well-populated server. This is when we're starting to take a serious look at all these debuffs and buffs from the PvP talents. So when we started taking a serious look at it to make sure we were getting the most out of it from a PvP perspective and PvE perspective. I was in an area where the PvP talents were disabled, and as soon as someone popped out and attacked me, those abilities lit up. So, I was wondering what would happen if you're in an area where you're disabled and someone just leaps out and starts tagging you. But I guess that answer's solved. Works pretty good. I'm one of the people that likes the war mode setting. I think it's makes for a better overall experience in the game. I don't know why when you click on stuff you have the triple asterisks in the brackets, but it must be a placeholder for something. I know when I do my writing, I usually put brackets in there where I'm not sure what name I want to call stuff, or if I have to research to make sure the continuity of names, especially you're writing a story that's like 144,000 word novel. You have to make sure all your names line up throughout the book. Now, if you've been watching these quests, you're probably wondering, how does this tie in with the larger story? And we're gonna talk more about that in part 4. Coming up on the last minute, we're gonna carry over to the next video and pick it up there. See you there.